Hi, I'm Panda Hershey, and I guide entrepreneurs to use astrology as a decision making and relationship strengthening tool so everything they build is rooted in their natural rhythm. Welcome to the June 4th Coffee and Cosmos call, where we talk about how following through on just one idea will help you maintain the momentum that you have built. And over the next couple weeks, your ideas will start coming from your intuition and they will plant the seeds for your expansion later this summer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side. Dorianne, Min, welcome. So good to have you. And there's no need to be on video if you don't want to. I know it's early. I get out for my walk and that helps me be awake. Get the blood going. Okay, it is 8:30, but I got to tell you, um, it's it's not complicated the next 2 weeks like we've had over the last, I don't know, since January 20th. So I don't want to say it's going to be a short call, but it's simple. It's just it's just dealing with the unknown, the stuff you've never lived before, and um, that is always uncomfortable, right? Because every day we wake up and it's a new day that we just haven't experienced before. And so that's what we're being called to do, but it's not complicated. It's not complicated at all. All right, let's get started. Welcome, Jen. Welcome, Allie. So good to have you. June. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. And Pluto has been retrograde for almost a month now, which means we're in still a month into the integration. So hopefully, like the pressure you were feeling of like things getting out of control and out of hand, feel less like it's the squeeze has lessened. And it's just more about now that we know what it is, let's dig in and do something about it. And that's kind of where we're at through the summer and into the fall. So hopefully that feels like a little bit of relief and you can actually feel it in your circumstances and in your body. But let's see what's happening. So just as a reminder, and I want to say that I got a date wrong last time, but I will correct it on this call. And where are we? Roll right now. The last year's Jupiter portal, so our expansion of our awareness in some area of our life happened since last July, mid-July, all the way until about May 1st. And with that is right in this area. And with Mercury still moving through it until today, it is about this awareness of what all that growth brought you. It's the ripple effects of having done the work, and now you can see the usefulness of it. And the sun is right behind it. So everything is moving in this direction. The sun is right behind it, but it's getting further and further behind. And that means you get to do those things. Your mind picks up the ideas. Ooh, now I see why I did that. And the sun is like, oh, well, okay, let's follow through on that. But with the gap getting bigger and bigger between these two, the ability to actually follow up gets harder and harder. And so, this idea that we need to just pick one or two ideas to follow up on, you pick the easiest thing, the simplest thing, and something that just kind of falls into your lap, go do it and focus on that. The ideas will keep coming. But as long as you just get one going and work through that one, the next one will come and you'll be on the roll and keeping that momentum going. And this is a cycle that's very familiar to all of us. So that is the main thing that's happening right now. And let's keep going. So today is the day that, let's see if I can grab this arrow. Mercury finishes moving through that Jupiter portal. And once it moves through, it's like new ideas, but it's catching up to Jupiter itself. On the 8th, so 4 days from now, Mercury does catch up to Jupiter. And this was the error that I had last time where I said it was the next day. So it's the 8th, which is Sunday. And with Mercury catching up to Jupiter, it is as though your ideas catch up with all the possibilities. Jupiter has been opening up your awareness to things that can happen and things that allow expansion. And when Mercury catches up, it will recognize all of those. So this weekend, look for like, oh my gosh, whatever it is, it might be a discussion, it might be an idea you have while you're on your walk, but it's like things click and you can see all the possibilities. And then Mercury moves ahead without Jupiter there being with it. And it's like, ooh, now I'm kind of on my own. And my mind is going to have to come up with those ideas. And it will be in Cancer, both of them. So it will be about trusting your intuition. So if you are one of these overthinkers like me, this will be our opportunity for like the next year to trust our intuition to open up opportunities. And we'll start planting those seeds quite soon. Then on the 11th is when the sun finishes moving through that last year's Jupiter portal. So you can look through what you've done. And that is creating that momentum. You've connected dots. You've taken the work that you did to expand your awareness and applied it. And that work that you did over like a week and a half is like getting you on a roll. And the sun will keep moving. Then, gosh, dang it. On the 16th, so a week after that, that would be next Monday, or the Monday of the week we meet again. So quite a ways away. Mercury enters. You probably have something going on that day, Kim. Um, Mercury enters the 2025 Jupiter portal at 15 degrees of Cancer. So Jupiter is always about expansion and opening through trusting our intuition. And that portal doesn't begin until August, but Mercury moving through that area of the sky ahead of time is seeding that growth. And so ideas will start to come from trusting your intuition. You won't be able to think your way to it logically. It will come from inside you, like, ooh, you'll have a conversation and you'll just have this, oh my God, I have this crazy idea. That's the kind of thing you want to listen to. And that is seeding, like planting the seeds for the possibilities of expansion that begin in August. So just think about that, and it stretches all the way into June of 2026. The next day, Mercury gets to 17 degrees of Cancer. Not necessarily, Kim. Um, and this area of the sky is where Mars was traveling from October of last year until May 1st, where it went back and forth between Cancer and Leo, and you were trusting yourself and going for something with the idea that, oh my gosh, I can show what I'm good at. I have this opportunity to like trust myself and lean into that and show what I bring to the table. And so as Mercury enters this part of the sky, it's overlapping both the Jupiter portal and helping you recall, oh my gosh, this is why I work so hard. This is why I made all that effort. And now it's like the effort and the opportunity come together. And so you will be connecting dots during this time. And we meet again on the 18th. So simple, right? Simple, not complicated, but it doesn't mean it's easy. It's a lot of mind work for sure, and also following up, doing the best you can. Just pick one idea at a time. Know that you won't be able to follow up on every idea. Every good idea that comes is there for you to hold on to. I always recommend writing them down. But pick one and go with it and finish it and follow it through. Okay, let's go back and we'll do this one more time. So, a thing to watch is how this gap between the sun and Mercury gets wider and wider. And that is your visual for saying, oh my God, yeah, I can't keep up. It's not possible. So, you get to give yourself a little grace. Here we go. Okay. A couple other things I just want to point out are that Venus has moved into Taurus during this time, and that is the enjoyment of using your tools and resources, using your body, and other people appreciating that you're there, appreciating your presence. So look for that. Um, I think that moved in like around like only in a couple days. So look for that as well, that there is this enjoyment in being in your body. The other thing that is happening is that around June, I think it was 15th or 16th, Mars moves out of Leo. So that commitment to like, I know I bring something to the table. Dang it, I want you to really like it. And as it moves into Virgo, it's like, okay, now it's time to really work on it. Now I've seen what I can do. Now I really need to make it beautiful and elegant. And this is um, potentially frustrating when it can't be just right. And part of this is definitely happening during the Mercury portal, that you'll be thinking about what I can do, how much fun I can have. And also there's this energy of, dang it, I really want to make it right too and perfect. So that tension is coming, but know that Mars going into Virgo is commitment to creating something really beautiful. So it's time now to apply the lessons you've learned over the last year from expanding your awareness and see where they take you. You can apply it to the situations you have right now and keep that momentum going. And that will generate more possibilities. So just keep going. And the growth this year is coming from tapping into your intuition. It will not be a logic based growth. And when you can listen to that and practice that, um, more possibilities will come. But you get to practice it ahead of time. And that is going to be when Mercury is starting to move through that portal in nearly a couple weeks from now. And you'll start to have ideas. Write them down. Listen to those things. They might come in your dreams, but keep track of them and see where things start to come back again later this summer. Okay. So just to recap, we're wrapping this up now where Mercury moved through the 24 Jupiter portal, ends today on June 4th. So what ideas for using that new awareness have come up? And then how are you following up on them? Just pick one. Make it easy on yourself. And it says some. Finish one, you can go to the next one. All you overachievers, talking to you. On the 8th, when Mercury meets up with Jupiter, here they are together just at like 29 degrees and 50 minutes of Gemini. So they're both about to crash into Cancer. Um, it's like you'll get this glimpse of all the possibilities that your mind can logically put together. And after that, it's about trusting the intuition. Then from the 16th until the 23rd, here's that Jupiter portal in red here, and Mercury is lined up with it and goes through that. And notice the overlap with the Mars portal. So that is where, think back to October, you were really going for something. It played out again in like February, and you were trusting yourself. And trusting yourself led to showing what you could bring to the table, what you know. It might not be showing up yet, but what you know you bring to the table. And that is going on at the same time. Now, this starts the 17th, but it goes back and forth into August because um, of the, I'm sorry, because oh my God, my brain, the Mars portal included a little bit, like 1 degree of Leo that overlaps with the Mercury portal. So there's a little bit of that energy going on. So things are coming together, and we're going to be living this energy of trusting our intuition, and by bringing it all together into something that we have to offer, like seeing how that comes together in July and August and beyond, and creates opportunities to expand in some area of our life. So take action now on 1 or 2 ideas that have come up in the last 5 to 6 days. You've got like another week. Keep going on them. See where they take you. And imagine growing so deeply that even the way you think about yourself changes. So how can you create space for that to happen? How can you create possibilities for that? And listen to your intuition for that. And just think back to what you put your heart into, what you stood up for yourself, what you bring to the table from last October. I know it's a long time ago, to April of this year, end of April. And that set the stage for you to shine and have fun this summer. That work. And even if it's not logical, how can you create space for that fun in July and August? So if something comes up for you that seems like, oh, I could, that could be fun, but I don't know if I can do it, that's your opportunity to say, okay, well, I'll go work it out during that time and figure it out, see what happens. And everything that we've talked about here is for everyone. But when you want to know how it applies to you specifically, this is exactly the work we do inside Compass, so that you can make the right decisions for you a little more quickly, a little more easily. It's not that there's one decision, but at least you get yourself pointed in the right direction, which is why I call it Compass, right? You want to get headed in the right direction. So if that is something that you're interested in, just DM me right here. You can message me personally to chat more with your phone number, or you can always reach me on Instagram. It's Panda Hershey to learn more. All right. Questions? What have people got going on? Allie. Oh, I can't hear you. I know you're in a new situation there. Still no sound. I don't know if check the Zoom audio and just make sure that you're connected to the right device or whatever it is. 'Cause sometimes you have to toggle off the external mic, and I do this all the time at yoga. Nope, still nothing.
No?
Yeah, there we go.
Do you hear it? Okay.
Yes, we gotcha.
So I'm operating from the McDonald's in East Aurora, just so you know. Your last bullet point on the last page, well,
Yeah.
it was a headache. There was a bus driver that was helping me figure this out a minute ago. But you're talking about
That
the
was so
fun.
nice.
Would you clarify that a little bit? Summer fun? Jen's laughing at me.
That's okay.
No, I
We're
have
all
not
friends.
had 3 orders of fries yet, but I'm thinking about it.
I haven't had a McDonald's fry in so long. So the Mars portal, can you think back to last fall and what you were putting your heart into and what you like put so much effort into? You had to retreat from December to the end of February and then started coming back end of February into like May 1st. So you're connecting some of those dots now and seeing how that you had to trust your instincts. You had to listen to that. Sometimes it felt like the logical thing was one thing, but you heard some voice inside you saying, do this. You don't know if it's going to work, but go for it. And um, by trusting that, you will be heading to the place where you can figure out what you're good at this summer. And so how can you create space for that to listen to your instincts and say, I don't know if this will work, but I know that it could lead to my showing what I bring to the table this summer? And how are you not shutting the door on it, but allowing it to be a possibility for you? Does that help a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, you know what my situation is right now, but I think this whole turning everything upside down so that I have to work differently is
Mm-hmm.
going to probably help with that. So I have to
Okay.
get out of my own way of sitting at my desk. I have to plan better.
Okay. There you go. So you can bring your gifts to the table.
Even at McDonald's.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You bet. Anyone else? It's like I said, it's simple, but not easy. It may feel like you're wandering around in the dark a bit for a while, but just keep those ideas going. And sometimes processing with someone is helpful. Anyone else? I did it in my 20 minutes because it was not complicated this time. Yay. All right. Well, we will be meeting again in 2 weeks, mid June. Oh my gosh, can't believe it. And what that means is we will be getting close to the opening of, like, less than 2 weeks away, the opening of the next Mercury portal. If you can believe it. I can't believe the time has flown by so quickly. But yeah, the next Mercury portal will open on June 29th. So get ready for that, and get ready to be thinking about like your fun and what you're good at. And you'll get to experiment with that in July and August and come through knowing something about yourself on the other side. And I will be offering the Mercury Port VIP experience again. If you're interested in that, let me know. Kim, you have a question?
Hi, Panda. Yes. So, a comment and then a question. First off, this is aligning. I am so excited for everything that's unraveling. You're saying it's reflecting now the work we put in from October till May, which is very true. But it's for me, it's a much longer period than that. I would say my life actually. So just grateful for this, your wisdom. Curious on your Mercury, the program that you offer. I loved it when I joined last time, but why do you choose to focus your program on a Mercury retrograde period? I'd love you to. Is there, I mean, there's so many transits going on. Why do you focus on that?
Because it's something people can relate to, because it's part of the culture of, I'll say, Western society. That is a bad thing. And I just think that's completely wrong. It's a wonderful thing. And um, and it's also manageable. It's a manageable period of time. In 2 months, people can kind of focus. Whereas if I pick a different one, well, Venus, that Venus portal happens every 17 months. Like that's not often enough. And Mars portal happens every 2 years. So that
Mm,
again, right there, and those are longer. So Venus is 3.5 months, Mars is 5 months. People, like, no one wants to commit to a 5 month thing. Does that make sense? So
yes,
I
it
feel like
does.
we live from Mercury portal to Mercury portal.
So
That
fascinating. And the way you reframed it in the last one that I joined, it was so, I mean, valuable doesn't seem like what it is. I mean, it is, but it's much more, it was much more deep than that. And you reframed personally a lot what I was going through and to use it for my business, which is, anyway, I'm kind of rambling now, but I think I was just curious why you choose that and makes a lot of sense on a lot of levels. Like a
yeah.
focus sprint somebody's writing. I love it. Thank,
Exactly.
thank
Focus.
you.
I love that. I love that idea. Okay. So yeah, that is coming. I've already been thinking about the workbook, and uh like how to think about that. And if you guys have friends interested, let me know. So um that could be fun. All right. Let's go do it, people. I can't wait to hear what ideas you have. And just remember, lots of grace for yourself. You are a human being in a physical body that can't do everything. And so just one thing is plenty. One thing at a time is plenty. And you're maintaining the momentum. So just hang in there and we'll talk in 2 weeks. Okay. Have a great day, you guys.
Thanks, Panda.
I hope you feel prepared to move easily through these next 2 weeks. If you're starting to see how all the effort you've put in since last summer and fall is just what you need right now, then you are right on track. And if you'd like to join us on our next Coffee and Cosmos Live, then just DM me coffee on Instagram at It's Panda Hershey, and I'll send you the link. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.